welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. But his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones looking to throw another first play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Gets around him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
The first drive here, and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger.
And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On first down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Now he's forced out left.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Jones to throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31,
Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out with a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of falling.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw it...
And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. An excellent... 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Jones to Galladay, first down, Giants.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and inches, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
This is searching for their first touchdown this game, brother. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Boy, 4th and 2, this crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
Jones now, throwing to start the drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He's got Bellinger.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The quarter blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Big play from a big man, Kayvon Thibodeaux, off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith to the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Elliott now to add the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's got room.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now Jones on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Jones will try and run with it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go and it incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Gano's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios. And this
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and that will get...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. James has got it. Complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.